Alright, hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Fully Loaded Podcast, Fully Loaded Fridays.
Woo.
I'm your host, Raintism, Rainy Kingpin, Rainmaker, whatever you want to call me.
Piss man.
Big Piss
Man
Man,
himself.
Femboy.
Exactly. And I'm your second host, D. Fozen G, the chillest man out here, vibing, and I hate polar bears.
I also get called Ice Cube a lot. Did you know that?
The Ice Cube? Look at it.
Yeah,
That's
Ice Cube, J-Eazy.
Well, you're a chill dude, so I can see it. J-Eazy. We just call ourselves things now.
Yeah.
I also get called Biggie Smalls in my time. They call me Tupac. Tupac is streaming. I don't know.
Tupac of streaming gonna get shot. I fibbed. I duped y'all. I'm just gonna be real with you.
You've been tricked.
I tricked you. I bamboozled you.
Yep.
So last week I said that today's episode we were gonna talk about Jon Moxley versus Hangman Page and Texas Deathmatch. Right?
Yeah.
But AEW Revolution kind of passed. I'm gonna be real with you.
Right.
But it's okay. Another fucking fresh thing still going on this week.
Mm-hmm.
Someone made their AEW contracted debut this past week.
Yep.
Yeah, you wanna talk about that?
What's it called? You talk about Will Ospreay, right?
Yeah, well, Ospreay made his contracted debut at the pay-per-view and stuff. It up all-timer fucking match I want to talk about at some point.
Yep.
But
Okay.
another big name. He's
Which one?
He's known for fishing a lot on Instagram. He posts pictures of himself fishing a lot.
Why am I blinking right now? You tell me. Why am I blinking? Save me.
I can't put my finger on it. Something about a golden shower. I'm not sure. No. So the Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada made his debut this past week on Dynamite.
Yeah.
And if for anybody that knows me at all, they know that there's two guys that are like my fucking guys. All right, Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, and fucking Okada.
Okada.
Those are my two guys. It's where I got the name Rain from.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's where I got the name Rain from. It's the Rainmaker.
Just like how much you love the Canadian Destroyer.
No, I am. They don't call me Canadianism. They don't call me Canadian Kingpin.
That's crazy. What's your problem with the Canadian?
They don't call me the Canadian Maker, dude.
They don't call me Canadian, but that's true.
Papa Canadianism. No.
Papa Canadianism.
So
funny.
I wanted to show you both
Yeah.
an Okada match, all right? Because I wanted you to get excited for what we have in store for AEW. Because I'm pretty sure you guys are already well acquainted with Ospreay already, right? And
Yep, absolutely.
exactly. But are you well acquainted with the Rainmaker Kazuchika Okada, like at all?
Now, to be fair, what's it called? I have heard of Okada. I haven't watched any of his matches. This is one of the full matches I ever watched. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I can say I am deeply impressed. He's for how big he looks, he's very just agile.
Bro is 6'3". Bro is 6'3".
6'3", and he's actively so agile, bro. Like his drop kicks are so fucking fast. It's not even funny.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
Yep.
And I feel,
And some of the moves he pulled in this match we're gonna be reviewing today, my fucking god.
This is a I know it's a big thing where it's like, oh, you don't want to show your friends who are new to wrestling your all-time favorite match, but it's like I'm a more smarter than a casual fan and stuff like that. This is one of my favorite wrestling matches ever, probably in my top 30, top 20 and stuff, but it's because it's a perfect match to get someone interested in New Japan, because there's not really that much of a story here and stuff.
It's just two dudes wrestling.
The big story with, oh, by the way, sorry to bring this up, but Dodge died. Dodge is dead, dying. One of those two
Yep.
things. He's sick and missing.
Dodge. He's
Yeah,
good people.
he's
sick. Yeah.
yeah, he's dying for this week, so he'll come back
Yeah.
next week.
Yep.
So the big story about this match here is during the G1 climax, the first night of the G1. Are you aware of the G1 climax?
Yeah, I'm aware of what Gio Collins is.
Okay. So the first night of the G1 climax, Okada. Okay, so let me explain here too. We're going way ahead of ourselves. This episode we're going to be talking about Kazuchika Okada versus Naomichi Marufuji at New Japan Pro Wrestling's King of Pro Wrestling 2016. This match happened on October 10th, 2016 here at the Ryogoku Sumo Hall, Tokyo, Japan. Currently, this match on Cage Match, it has a 9.44 out of 10 right now. And Meltzer...
That's crazy.
Dude,
I can see it.
take a guess what Meltzer gave this one.
If it was me, I'll give it a 5 out of 5.
4 3/4.
Oh.
And here's some little factoids, some tidbits right here. You want take a shot? There was a lot of fucking games that came out in October of 2016. October 2016 was a big month for gaming.
Well, let me hear some.
All right. Have you ever heard of Titanfall 2 for the Xbox One, PS4, and PC?
Have I fucking heard of fucking Titanfall 2? A game that fucking failed because of what's it called? Because there was other games that came out.
Yeah,
which is very unlucky.
Yeah, you want to know what else other games came out during this fun?
Well, I think what happened?
Paper Mario Color Splash for Wii U.
There it is. Yeah.
Battlefield 1.
Yep.
Gears of War 4.
There it is.
And WWE 2K17.
The Titanfall killer now.
Titanfall killer. Yeah, dude. Paper Mario Color Splash, the Titanfall killer.
That's it. That's why I keep being told that Titanfall only failed because of the games that came out, like Battlefield and shit like that.
Exactly.
Those games came out, and no one wanted to play Titanfall because Battlefield came out the same month.
This was a crazy fucking month for gaming. Like there was a lot more games I wanted to add here too, but it was like I just only selected 5 of them because Titanfall 2 and all the W's that came along with this month.
Yep. But it was a very stacked month in 2016.
Would you like to know the latest Family Guy episode that came out around this month?
I absolutely would love to know the latest Family Guy. I was waiting for it. I was sitting here biting the bit for the latest Family Guy episode.
It is the episode Bookie of the Year. Do you know this one?
No, actually.
Peter starts betting on Chris when he becomes a baseball pitcher. Brian and Stewie re-team with Frank Sinatra Jr. to start an Italian restaurant.
Let's go. Fucking love it.
Have you ever seen this one?
No, I have. No, I don't think I have actually.
I remember this one being like mid as fuck.
Well, that's Family Guy in general at the moment.
There was one joke that I remember throughout this whole thing, and it was
Which one?
It was since Chris is starting to become really good at like baseball and like his pitching arm and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For some reason or another, Cleveland, Quagmire, and Joe beat up Chris and break his arm. You know? Well. And then while Chris is being loaded into the ambulance, Peter like feels bad for betting on Chris. He's like, Chris, I'm so sorry for betting on. And then he gets distracted. He's like, oh man, could you check out that guy's Mustang? He's probably some boss.
Bro, I'd be sick as hell. Hey, I'm so sorry that I let my friends beat you up and whoop it, but look at that fucking guy.
Yeah, look at that guy's Mustang. He's probably so epic.
He's so epic and cool.
What?
Now look at me, Chris. I'm on Epic Games on Fortnite.
I'm on Epic Games Fortnite. This is probably the downfall of. We're in the mid fucking era of Family Guy at this point.
We really are. We really are. But what's it called? You know what? We're not in the mid era of good wrestling. Let's get to it.
No, this is probably the start of like New Japan's like few years where they're like at the golden age of New Japan, where it's just like the golden era. No, legit. Like
Golden.
around this time was when I got into New Japan because what was it? Wrestle Kingdom
Oh, so
10.
you got in during the golden era. That's fine.
It's like right at the start of it and stuff. Because what was it? Wrestle Kingdom 10 happened, and Okada finally beats Tanahashi at the Tokyo Dome. They had one of the best G1 climaxes of all time and stuff. And of course, the winner of the G1 climax being Kenny Omega, right?
Yep.
And which was like the first like Gaijin wrestler to win the G1. So, and then this right here, this is the rematch between Marufuji and Okada because their first match was at the night one of the G1, where Marufuji, I saw that match like a couple years ago. That one.
What would you say?
Okay.
You said what?
So to describe, like, you know how like they always say in wrestling sometimes where it's like an opponent's really doing well, but then like they slipped up and they lose and shit like that, and they're just like, oh, they wrestled a perfect match here tonight, but yet they still fucking lost, you know?
Yeah.
This is one of those rare cases where Marufuji really wrestled a perfect match, you know, because he just
he did everything.
He did everything he could do and beat Okada.
Yep, there it is.
Because what was it? He just kept working Okada's Rainmaker arm throughout the whole match, and he just kept fucking him up the whole match. I don't think it was better than this match we saw, but I remember it being like one of the smartest wrestling matches like I've ever seen. Like you'll watch that match and it's so smart, you know. It's like I don't feel dumb watching it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And especially
because he did his thing.
Exactly. And this one, God, I felt like even this one was way better.
I fucking love this one. This one, what's it called? There's one part where I can't wait till we get to it.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
So
just to show how fucking agile fucking Okada is.
I know. So
sitting there like, God damn.
This match right here. So Marufuji's not even in the company. He's a part of the New Japan's rival company, Pro Wrestling Noah. You know, which was started up by Mitsuharu Misawa in the year 2000 and stuff.
Okay.
And so Marufuji was kind of like the Okada at the time of Noah.
Oh, the big dog.
Like the ace of Noah.
The ace, yeah.
So, and I think they brought in like special guest wrestlers for the G1 because I think in the A block was Marufuji and in the B block was Katsuhiko Nakajima, you know?
Yeah.
But since Marufuji beat Okada on night one, this is he earns a title shot, you know?
Yeah. And he's trying to take Okada's title. Yeah, that's what
he's trying to take New Japan's title to Noah. That's like if
I would have said that. Imagine if that.
It's like if Omega fought Roman Reigns on a pay-per-view to try to take his belt.
The title to fucking AEW. That would spark so much shit.
Exactly. But yet this match fucking happened to Japan and like, God, it barely gets talked about too. That's the sad part.
That's the worst part about it.
Yeah.
Because what's it called? I'm telling you, New Japan just need. At that day, I feel like everyone's like nowadays. I feel like most people most people knows about New Japan.
Yeah. More people know about it, but it's like they're past their like golden prime. I feel like it peaked when like the very next year because so this was the first title defense of Okada's like historic 720-day title reign, which was like I think the longest title reign for that belt, and it had the most title defenses, and it lasted like 2 years with 3 Okada and Omega matches sandwiched in between the title reigns, you know? Because after this match, it was the very next title defense for Okada was the first Okada and Omega match at Wrestle Kingdom 11, you know, which sets up at the end of the match. But this one is like a perfect gateway match to get someone into New Japan because not like a whole, like a lot happens, but like it's very easy to understand because we got the
I
like
would say it's very. I'm about to say there's like it's not like a very complicated story or anything like that.
no
It's more just what's it called? Even if you don't understand what the fuck's happening, you're not very like you're not missing anything, right? It's
exactly.
just two very good wrestlers wrestling for the belt.
Hmm.
That, which is easy for most people to understand.
Exactly. So the bell rings here, and we start out in like the little feeling out process that we get in
Yeah.
every New Japan
Oh,
match.
before we talk about what's it
Go
called?
ahead.
Before we talk about the match, can I just say that fucking Okada's entrance,
I was
with the
about to say
bills raining down,
the
my
fucking
fucking
I'm making it
that,
rain on these hoes, dude.
bro, man's out here truly flexing.
this is this is how it feels to get a ratio on Twitter, dude.
Absolutely, golly, like he literally doing his thing. That shit was fire.
This is how it feels to order from a street food vendor.
Bro, I was just sitting there watching his entries. I was like, God damn, he was.
When you and your boy about to go get lunch, and you're the one paying.
And you're the one paying. Well, I need that beat. I need to make that beat. That shit.
Just fucking Okada posing all the dollars.
Just pose it. Yeah.
You and your boy gonna go get lunch. You're the one paying.
You're the one paying for it. It's Okada with all the money with it. You take your girl out for dinner, and you're like, no, I'll pay for it.
Yeah, I'll pay for it. Just
I'll pay
fucking
for
money.
it.
You're in that pose. You're looking at me. You see all that money right now?
Look all the way. That's funny. Well, that was good. Yeah, fucking. I'm telling you, bro. That entrance. That entrance is so cool.
It's all timer stuff, and I can't wait to see how New Japan's gonna handle it. Cause I was so scared when he made his debut on Wednesday that he was gonna get like an all new theme. Cause I'm so used to the coin dropping and then this being his theme. But I'm glad fucking Tony Khan played it smart and like just you know what, we're just gonna pay for the theme because fuck it, we can't imagine him with any other music. And I feel
I'm about to say that's just not him.
yeah, exactly.
I'm sure it might have been somewhere where he's like, I need to keep my theme too.
Guaranteed, if he went to WWE, they were gonna give him like a shittier fucking theme. Like,
oh, that's fair. Yeah. They definitely wasn't going to pay for his thing.
Yeah, it's like you're gonna hear a coin drop and then some other music, or it's gonna pop up.
Coin drop, fuzzy, the carnival clown music play.
No, but guaranteed, it's like coin drop's gonna. If he went to WWE, coin drop's gonna happen. Different fucking music. People are not gonna know what's going on, and then he's gonna pop out, and then fucking WWE Twitter's gonna be like, "See, I told you, no one knows who Okada is. You know, he's fucking so overrated and shit like that. You know."
Well, that'd be Twitter in general, though.
Exactly.
That's the you can't trust those people.
You can't trust him, man.
Wesley Twitter.
Make it rain.
You can't trust Wesley Twitter. I love y'all though. Love y'all on Twitter.
I don't.
Make sure to follow. Make sure to follow the Fully Loaded Podcast on Twitter. Sir, please advertise. I'm tired of you.
Oh yeah, follow our podcast. It doesn't mean I have to agree with your opinion. Just follow our podcast. It's the only opinion you should be agreeing with. So
exactly, it's 12 on the podcast.
So bell rings. They begin like the filling out process here, right? Okada tries to go for wrist lock on Marufuji. Marufuji like hand springs out of it and like locks one on Okada too. Just clean ass reversals here. Okada, you could tell Okada's wrestling face here tonight because he pushes Marufuji to the ropes and like lightly pats him on the chest and shit.
I'm about to say that's like he was going to slap him. He's like, nah. But I think that's funny though. Him patting him on the chest because that's just some good foreshadowing what's going to fucking happen to him.
Exactly. Yeah, and believe me, I count every time he does it too.
Yeah.
I count it. So huge backdrop from Okada here into fucking. Here comes the pain style backdrop here.
Yep, backshot from Okada,
So
and then to the twisting neckbreaker to the pin, which only where he kicks out at two though,
yeah,
which I thought was fire.
then
I mhm.
it's like the opening minutes of this match, like Okada's kind of like dominating here because it's like, you know, huge
Yeah,
backdrop. He gets him in the snapmare into a running drop kick and stuff, right?
yep,
It's only
hmm
then until Okada tries to whip into the barricade where Marufuji counters it, whips him into the
yep.
barricade and hits like, what is this, like a bulldog or something like that? Like face
Yeah,
first on the
I
barricade.
must say a bulldog. What's it called? Yeah, he runs his face straight into the barricade,
Yeah.
basically
And
like a running bulldog, and he's on the other side of it into the barricade, and then he pushes him onto the to like one of the ring poles or
this
whatever,
was dope as
and fucking
fuck.
hits him with a super kick right through the
It
pole.
was like a
I
hook
thought
kick.
that
It
was
was like a
fun.
hook kick
I,
right through
I
right
would
through
say
the
more
pole.
of a hook kick, yeah. Fucking hook kick right through the pole, you know?
That was fucking clean, dude. Like,
It was.
this is
It
such
truly
like a
fucking was.
good way to like put over Marufuji.
hmm
Just like I'm gonna hit you with all the
Exactly.
dope moves that I got, and you're gonna fucking
Oh
like
yeah,
it.
bro, he ate every single fucking kick while Fuji threw the fuck out, bro. He ate that shit. He ate that shit like it was for dinner, bro. Every single kick during this match. I don't think Fuji missed not one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
Golly.
they get back in the ring. This
Yep.
is where it begins. He hits
hmm
him with one of the stiffest fucking chops I've ever seen.
I was gonna say you can hear that chop reverberate around the fucking arena, bro.
It's
Golly.
it's not just that he hits him with one of the stiffest chops I've ever seen. He proceeds to hit him with 24 of the more of the stiffest chops I've ever fucking seen throughout the
He really
remainder
did.
of this match.
Yep. 24 different chops. And each and every one of them, I'm telling you right now, you can hear how hard he smacked her. Golly.
It's
You can hear that.
I don't know how to compare the sound to like
It's like
the
it
listeners.
sounds like a whip, like actively cracking on something. You know what I mean? Just like just a crash. You know?
Okada's chest. It's I don't know if you could see this at the end of the match because the
hmm
video quality we watched on was kind of like really shitty. But I remember watching this on when New Japan was on like Access TV and shit, and
hmm
so where it has like
Yeah.
the HD quality. His fucking
Yeah.
chest like starts welting like at the end near the end of the match and
All I
stuff.
seen when I was watching it on the we watched it on,
The Billy
I just
Billy.
saw his chest looks Billy.
It's up there with like it looked like
I'm about to say it just looks raw. Like his whole chest looks pink, bro.
it looks like any like
God.
Walter Gunther match, you know?
Oh yeah. Speaking of, can't wait. But that's the future.
Yeah, exactly. It,
hmm
I don't know. Marufuji does his chops like way different than like how you would
hmm
see like anybody else do a chop,
Yeah.
you know? Because you see like some of them like have say like Flair for example, Ric Flair. He
Yeah.
like kind of has like
hmm
his arm like kind of straight and like in
I'm
an
about to say that
angle.
when a lot of people do chops, right? Like at least from what I see, they don't hit them like with like their hand. They usually hit them like with their like forearm, and it looks like it just like they just thudded into them. You know,
Yeah.
doesn't even look like it. But the way he does it, it looks like he's literally like full sonic blasting his arm into it, and it like hits off the skin instead of like the chest. You know what I mean?
He kind of like winds up twice,
hmm
if that makes sense, to just get
Yes,
the extra stank on it.
exactly. It just looks like it hurts. Like it looks like it hurts. Honestly speaking.
So he chops him a few
hmm
times. Okada tries to
Yep.
fight back with some elbows, but he even like
Yeah.
dares him to like do it too, like hit me, bitch, and then he just chops him, and
Yep, does it again. He hits him with like three forearm like elbow strikes, and then you get hit with a chop again, then get put like right onto his knee,
yeah,
like holding his chest. How much pain he was in, you know?
this was clean as fuck. So Marufuji has him like a
Yep,
triangle hold like on the ground, right?
yep,
And on the on the mat, and so
hmm
and then he like Okada's like trying to like inch his toesies to like the ropes and stuff.
I would say that happened a few times too, when
Yeah,
Okada saving grace was trying to get his feet onto the rope or something. You know what I mean?
I don't know if you caught this
Because mouth, yeah,
because this was clean. So
hmm
he as he's trying to like inch himself to the ropes and stuff, Marufuji has his wrist like clutch and stuff. Like he
Yeah,
like bends his wrist and shit. And so once
yeah,
Okada gets to the rope, he just like transitions into the move where you kind of like place your arm in a weird angle and then you stomp on it.
yeah.
But it's like he never let go the whole time until like he was about ready to stomp on the arm. And it
Yeah, I
looked like
seen
it
that.
was just so smooth, you know?
That transition in from what's it called, from just holding his on for a submission to just put it around him and just clutch it. Yeah.
It makes me think like how the fuck do people find out how to do shit like this? Like how do you
Bro,
just
practice, practice, and
well it's like yeah, I get
just skill.
it's like
You know.
how do you just like hold someone's elbow in a weird ass angle and then just be like okay, so how can I turn this, you know? And then you just
hmm
turn it and like okay, and then it goes into like I'm gonna stomp on their arm.
How am I gonna do this? Yeah, yeah. Oh, I got it. I got it. You keep that right there. Bam.
Yeah, exactly. Like, bro, let me
Yeah.
cook, let me cook, let me cook.
Oh, let me cook real quick. Let me cook real quick. Exactly.
So Okada
hmm
gets on the ropes, but
Yep.
Marufuji, oh yeah, yeah, sorry, yeah. So he stomps on his arm right here. We
Yep.
he, I think like this is the part where he gets him into the corner and he just like just chops the fuck out of him like again and again and again, you know,
Yep.
at least like
Uh,
5 times or something like that.
you said this is the part where you got into the corner. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He like chops him.
Yeah, yeah. He hits him like five hard ass shots in the corner. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then okay, let's keep going. Yeah.
Um, Okada, he puts him in a cravat. He tries to fight out of it. He chops him again. Then he chops him again.
Yep.
Okada gets out of the corner and hits a running elbow on. Yeah, he like runs off the ropes, and he hits like his running elbow that he always does. And then he hits him with the DDT
Mhm.
and spikes him.
Oh, yep, yep. I'm. Give me 1 second. Did we skip the part where Okada fucking dies? Oh, what's it called? Where he power drive? You talk about when Marufuji power drives Okada on the canvas?
No, not yet. No, that's like way later in the match. This is the part where like
Oh,
he backs him up in the corner, chops him a bunch, and then he puts him in like a cravat, and then with like a headlock with the arms, and then Okada gets out of it out of the corner, and he's
mhm.
like running off.
Oh
He
yes,
like
I got you.
crisscrosses
Yep.
with the ropes, and he hits him with the elbow, and
hmm
then
Yeah, he
he
just despite the ED to them that Okada dropped his Marufuji off the top of to the floor. Yeah.
yes. Yeah, we're
Yep.
there now.
That's what we are. All right. I
So
apologize. Apologize.
So
hmm
Okada sends Marufuji. He tries to send him into the barricade again. Marufuji
Yep.
blocks it, hook kicks Okada, and tries to hit
hmm
the Shiranui on Okada,
This is my favorite part of the match, by the way.
which
This
is
is literally
uh, the
literally my favorite part of the match.
the Shiranui
After
is
the
just
super
basically
kick.
just the sliced bread, just for people that don't
hmm
know.
Yep.
So he tries to hit the Shiranui or the sliced bread on Okada, but Okada
hmm
pushes him into the front row, and then he runs and hits a
And then he
running.
runs
Yeah, you
cross
go ahead.
body onto onto Fuji on the outside, where the chairs look like they didn't move a fucking inch.
No, they didn't.
That's
They got like these
those chairs were sturdy. My God.
they were sturdy. They didn't have a lot of room and shit.
Yep.
It looked awesome. It was such a great visual too. Just them
It
just
really was. It looks like his whole body just crumpled into to the chairs, which did not like those chairs. Like they moved backwards, but they just didn't like move much. So it just looked like he took the full weight of Okada while getting hit by the back in with those chairs, bro.
that was awesome.
That right there was so fucking cool.
So
I'm just sitting here thinking, imagine just what's it called? Imagine
like being
being
in
on
the
the
front
receiving
row
end of that.
just being in the front row, dude. Like
Oh, being in the front row and seeing just Okada, what's it called, 6'3", fucking flying through the air because he got some good air. Like when they did the slow mo replay, you can see how high he got to do that crossbody.
no, it was like such a great. I always loved New Japan, like
hmm
filming in cinema and stuff like that because it always looks like so like amazing, you know, like with the camera
Yeah,
angles and shit.
they
Like
they they do so what's it called? It looks so good, honestly speaking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of their camera angles and stuff are like very like still and static, so it's like they can keep
Yeah.
on one shot for a while and have like several different spots go on without cutting to different cameras, you know?
Yep.
And it's awesome. So kind of,
Because
oh, go ahead.
it's just so cinematic. I was about to say just
It's
because it's
it's
so
this is
cinematic.
cinema. This is cinema.
Basically, it's just cinema out here.
So Okada tries to go for something to Marufuji in the corner. Like I think
Yep.
like because he has Marufuji in the corner, he tries to run at him. The
He
Marufuji,
kept running at him 3 different times, while Fuji was able to block all 3 attempts. You know.
but he hits a death combo right here.
Yep.
He hits a roundhouse hook kick, punch, and then just like a spinning hook kick.
And that what's it called? That combo sequence in there. I
Just
was
kills
like,
Okada
damn.
right here. And then he gets him up and chops him just for a good measure.
Yep.
He backs him up into the corner. Okada tries to whip him out of the corner. Marufuji cartwheels into a drop kick.
I would say it was a somersault. Was it cartwheel? It might be a cartwheel drop kick. Yeah, I thought it was somersault. And drop kick Okada right into his fucking chest.
And this is the part I think you were bringing up earlier because they fight a bit like
Yeah.
on the apron. And you can go ahead and talk about this part because this was nasty.
I would say they fight a bit on the apron. Okada, what's it called? I believe Okada was trying to do something. Marufuji stops that, and then picks up Okada, 6'3", by the way, picks up 6'3" Okada, and fucking power drives him right on the fucking apron, the hardest part of the ring.
Like the corner of the apron too.
Yep.
It's
And I just remember the announcers talking like doing that. They was like, "This is the co-ed. This could be this move right here. That there's a co-ed and on the apron."
just a career-ending move on the apron.
Yep.
Oh my bro. Okada's selling too on this too was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, he is. It looked like he fucking died.
Because it wasn't just like he takes the move and then flops over. Like he takes the move,
Yeah.
lands on his feet, kind of stumbles backwards, and then he like dips.
And then he just drops. Yeah.
Which is I think is more realistic than just like
Yep.
taking the move and just like going ragdoll.
Especially when what's it called? Especially when he was trying to get back into the ring too. For him, he was like at what, like 12 or 13. Like the referee's counting down, getting what's it called? It's like at 12 or 13. You think he's gonna get in the first time? Nope, just falls right back down, like crumples down, and somehow is able to make it back on 18 seconds.
He makes it back
You know
on
what I mean?
18, and right when he makes it back
Yeah.
on 18, Marufuji hits a spring
He
for
gets
a drop kick.
drop kicked. He drop kicks him right into his face and then pins him, but it's only a 2 count. But golly,
That was awesome. And so
it was such a great sequence. It had me thinking like, imagine trying to crawl yourself back into the ring
just to get
You
fucked
in
on
there
again.
and just get fucking drop kicked on the side of your head, bro. My God, these two men here, bro. They know wrestling. They know wrestling.
Dude, and this is they've only had 2 matches with each other, like ever.
Oh my foot. Really? Like ever? I know
Yes.
they was talking about it at G2, and then I thought they had another match which was like a technical loss. Like the referee was talking about like he lost 2 times or something to him.
Let me look it up right now. If you want to take control right here, because this is the part where he cuts him off with the flapjack.
Yeah. What's it called? What's it called? Okada was able to cut off Marufuji. What's it called? From doing a move and hits him with a mean flapjack, like bam, and then both men are down, and then I believe Marufuji hits him with another big chop, like to his chest. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Big chop to his chest. Then he hits him with another big chop to the chest, and then Marufuji moves to Okada in the corner, but Marufuji gets caught with a big old neck breaker.
Okay.
By what's it called? By Okada.
Yeah.
Yep.
The what was it? The inverted neck breaker.
Yeah, the inverted neck breaker. What's it called? Okada.
I found it out right here. They technically like, well, Cage Matches says they have 4 matches. 2 of the matches being like preview tag team matches, which was on the final day of the G1, which was leading up to this match. and
Yeah.
another match leading up to this match at Destruction at Kobe, which was just like both of these matches were just like 8-man tag matches or like
Yeah.
trios
That's
matches.
why they say that's why they say technical. That's why they was talking about like a technical loss in quotes because I don't think Okada was the one that got pinned.
I think yeah, because they were talking about like a tag match like last month or
Yeah.
last Saturday or
Hmm.
something like that, right? Yeah, it had to have been
Yeah.
last Saturday, which was the Destruction
Hmm.
Kobe match, which um
Which they fought, but I think that's why they're saying it was a technical loss because it wasn't like a 1v1 or anything.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then
So
they've
that's why
only
they're
had
saying Okada right now is 0-2 to Marufuji. You know?
yeah, and um what was it? Um they've only had two singles matches. The night one of the G1 where
Yep.
Marufuji beats him, and then this match.
Yeah. That's why they're saying he was 0-2, and that's going to affect his game plan and style. They was also talking a lot about how Okada really want to get this match done in 20 minutes and under. Like he's best in shorter matches, right?
I don't know what the
And then
fuck they were on
Marufuji is good.
about with.
They kept saying that Okada really should Okada's game plan should be really to get this match done in under 20 minutes. That's what he is best at. While Marufuji is good at longer matches, keeping up a slow pace just to finish them off with some fast pace, high octane what's it called? Octane abilities.
I found it funny
So
because the very same year this match happened, fucking
yeah.
Okada beats Tanahashi at the Tokyo Dome in 36 minutes. That's why I was like, what the fuck are you guys on about?
They was trying to find it. They were just speaking. I don't
and
know.
and then like both times he fought Naito was like 30 minutes this year, like 28, 29 minutes. So it's
He
like
just kept saying that Okada is only good at like what's it called 20-minute matches. I didn't get it.
yeah, and then
Hmm.
the very next month or like a couple months from here, he beats Omega in
Hmm.
46 minutes. So it's like, what are you
Yeah.
on about Okada's best in 20 minutes? Um,
I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you.
so Okada hits the diving
Hmm.
elbow, and then he goes for the Rainmaker pose. And this, I asked you this earlier in the group
Yeah.
chat. I don't know how to
That's why I said in my notes it said Okada gets hit, go for a ring, but get caught in the middle of the ring with a unique choke to backbreaker because he used his own arm. He was choked because Marufuji had Okada's arm choking himself out, right?
Uh
Basically,
huh.
while he was holding it. And then what's it called? Okada was able to like make his fight. Did he make it to the rope or was he fighting his way up?
He
It was one of the two.
for the people. I need to describe this to people because this was insane.
Describe what it looks like.
So
Maybe the people in the comments might know.
he gets him in the Rainmaker. He rings him out for the
Hmm.
Rainmaker. Marufuji kind of stops it. Or no, he doesn't even ring him out. He holds him up Rainmaker style,
Yep.
and then he back elbows him. He transitions his hands into like an S grip with Okada, and he puts Okada's arm around his neck. So he's kind of like choking
Yep.
himself. It's kind of like a Cobra Clutch move at this point, like $1 million
Hmm.
dream. But then he flips over Okada to where he's on his back now on the mat. He has him in the Cobra Clutch, but with his legs around him like a head scissors.
I'm still.
This was the fucking cleanest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
It
And
was.
this is the only time I've ever seen this happen to. No one else has copped this since. I don't think I've
Mhm.
seen Marufuji like done this move since, because this was the coolest fucking submission I've ever seen in my life, dude.
Well, I think he was doing that move for Okada because another thing that the announcers kept saying is that what's it called? Marufuji said that he has the counter for the Rainmaker. He knew how to stop the Rainmaker. But it's like a
And it
big
was
thing
this.
that was going on. Yeah,
And it was this.
and then
This was
yep,
clean. I swear to God.
this and a few other things, but this whole sequence was just clean as hell. Honestly,
So
God.
this was one of like a. This is like the start of a running theme with Okada's matches during this
Yep.
title reign, to where like the opponent is very dominant with Okada, but then they get so caught up with trying to be dominant on Okada that like they fuck up, you know, because they're
They
just
fuck up some point and then get fucking hit with the rainmaker.
and exactly. But like the first mistake here is Marufuji has this submission, whatever the hell, like
Mm-hmm.
cinched deep in Okada, and Okada's not even moving. He can't like he's
What I say? Yep,
he can't inch
he was
himself to the
stuck.
ropes because he's like dead center in the ring. But for some reason, Marufuji is so caught up with trying to dominate Okada that he rings him back up, still in the Cobra clutch hold, but hits a backbreaker with him and lets him go. You know?
That's what I say. He hits it. That's what I was saying. He was able to transition from that move into a backbreaker,
Yeah, which was
which I was
cool as fuck. But it's like, if you're a Marufuji fan, it's like, oh, why did you let him go? You know, you just had him.
you
You
should have.
know?
You just had him in. You had him in a hold that he could not escape. You should have just held that and knocked him out because he couldn't breathe. What's it called? He did it after the ref was checking on him. You know how they do that, like the like
You
one,
all right?
two,
Oh
to
yeah,
make
the
sure
the
that are you like they lift the arms up, being like 1, 2, and he was able to like clench his hand to show life. But I'm just sitting there like, bro, just keep holding
yeah, exactly. It's like, come on, bro, come on, man.
just keep holding it. He'll fall asleep eventually. He's
Exactly.
already doing it.
Exactly. And
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do in that position? You know? But now he picks him up and hits him with a neckbreaker, which was cool. You know what I mean? But
and
and
then
then
oh, go ahead.
no, I'm gonna let you rock it. Let you rock it.
Okay. So he he gets him up. Where did I have it? Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Marufuji goes for the sliced bread again, but Okada gets out of it. They run off the ropes until Marufuji hits him with a super kick, and then
Yep.
but Okada hits him with a shotgun drop kick that sends Marufuji straight flying into the fucking corner.
Yep. Well, like I said, Okada's drop kicks, what's it called, are so fucking good. I know. I cannot understand. You know what I mean?
I think like it's known that he has like the greatest drop kicks of all time. It's better than Randy Orton's.
Honestly speaking, I think it's better than Randy Orton because golly, his drop kicks it's just so snappy. It's so
Exact.
snappy and just so fluid
Exactly.
for how big he is. You know. Hmm.
So he sends him into
This is
the.
when they start throwing down right after, right?
Yeah, this was the strike exchange where Okada's trying to pepper him with elbows, but then he just gets fucking chopped. I
Yeah.
think this is
He
like,
hits him with punches, chops, and sorry, he hit him. What's it called? He was punching and trying to hit him with like uppercuts, like hard uppercuts, like
yeah,
European uppercuts. I think.
yeah, like the Cesaro or Claudio
Yeah,
ones.
Cesar. Yeah,
But
he's hitting him with some hard uppercuts, but just to get chopped right back down.
and
Hmm.
Okada's like trying to like dare him to do it and stuff, but then he chops and then he
Yep.
just gets he goes on his fours, he goes on his knees and stuff because he's getting chopped
Yep.
so hard.
Hmm.
But eventually, Okada hits the drop kick. He picks him
Yep.
up. He goes
I
to
think he misses the first one. I think he misses the first one. Then the second time he goes for it,
yeah.
he hits it. Right. Hmm.
So he goes he hits the drop kick. Okada goes for the tombstone, but Marufuji escapes and hits a hook kick on him, and then he
Yep.
goes for the sliced bread again, but Okada counters it into the German suplex. He goes for the
Yep.
Rainmaker, but Marufuji hits like this bicycle knee strike right to Okada's fucking chin.
And you can hear the sound too once he hits it too. That shit sounded hard as hell.
So
The
clean.
announcers, it was so good. The announcers made it seem like he was caving in his chest every time he did it too. He said, you know.
Yeah, and this is when everyone's like
Hmm.
starting to like lose their fucking shit at this point in this match. So
Hmm.
Okada tries to go for Marufuji again in the corner. Marufuji
Yep.
like moves and he hits him with another knee strike, and Jesus, this was worse than the first one. Like
Yep.
and Okada's selling like he fucking kills him with his knee strike in the corner. You know,
Hmm.
the sound this thing makes is it's like a
But it's like a gunshot, just
it's like
bam
this
right to his chest.
yeah.
It sounds heavy. It sounds so heavy, but it looks so clean too. My God.
Marufuji actually hits the sliced bread this time, which
Yep.
is super rare for Okada matches, because usually when he's fighting someone in these title matches, the opponent never really gets their finisher in. You know, they never hit it on Okada because
Yeah.
like it puts the move over. Because if Okada gets hit with it, like it's over. You know.
Yeah,
So it's kind of extra shitting on Marufuji because he actually hits the sliced bread, but Okada kicks out of it, you know. But
exactly.
I think it's fine this time because the
I'm
shiranui
about
or
to
the
say,
sliced bread is not really like Marufuji's finisher. As for
what's his Mount Fuji finisher?
okay, so in Noah they got like different tiers of finishers, you know.
Yeah.
Let's take Masawa for example, right? Because he usually when it's like a Masawa match, he usually does like the rolling elbow strike and like the elbow strike and stuff, and he'll continue to do it. And
Yeah.
sometimes it'll just knock their opponents out after doing it so many times, you know, that he could
Yeah.
just win a match with his elbow strike, right? But
Yeah.
if that doesn't work, and if it's like a much stronger opponent, then Misawa will put them away with like Tiger Bomb, you know. And if that doesn't work, then he goes for the Tiger Driver 91, you know,
Mm-hmm.
on
Yeah.
like rare occasions, and that will usually put him away. But then they all have like their super finisher moves, which is
The ones where they pull out when everything's desperate.
exactly, and then
Yeah.
usually when they hit it, like no one kicks out of it, you know, which is
Yeah.
like they'll hit the emerald like Masawa had the emerald
Emerald Float.
flosion, you know.
Yep.
This is why Kenta Kobashi had the burning hammer, you know,
Yep.
right? Exactly. So I think what it was, I think usually this was like one of like his signature moves, like the Shiranui or
Yeah.
the like kind of like his go-to, like his first go-to move. And since it
Yeah.
didn't work, he's like, okay, I'm gonna put him away with the Emerald Flosion, the same one that I put him away at the G1, you know, which is what he tried to
Mm-hmm.
go for. But Okada gets out of it, but Marufuji hits him with a super kick just
Is it
to
with
keep him down.
yeah.
This
Yeah, with the what's it called? Motherfucking thrust kick. Yeah, that. Mm-hmm.
this was another mistake of Marufuji's though, because he could have just picked him up for the Emerald
Mm-hmm.
Flosion again, but instead he goes for the sliced bread again, which it kind of doesn't make sense because he kicked out of that move already. So
I was say he already kicked the move, so you know it's not gonna work.
bro
So
said,
why are you doing it again?
bro said, let me try
But
this one more time. All right,
that's
let me
let
try.
me do it. The fans want to see it. I know.
So, but Okada flips him out of it and hits the first Rainmaker, and he's like clutching
Yep.
onto the wrist this time. Okada
Mhm.
goes for a
But he couldn't pin him because he was like dead tired or what. Like he hits a Waymaker and then falls down on the ground holding his wrist still, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But Okada, he's holding onto the wrist. He goes for the Rainmaker
Mm-hmm.
again, but Marufuji counters into a small package, and Okada
Which
kicks
the
out.
announcer every time from this point on, anytime Marufuji counters it, the announcers would be like, "Yeah, this is what he was talking about. He has to counter for the Rainmaker." I thought I thought it was funny that they kept saying he has to counter for the Rainmaker. This is it.
Bro had like five
You know?
different counters in this match, dude.
Yeah. He tried to small patch him, didn't work, and then he went for what's it called? He went for a third Rainmaker Okada did, just to get stopped by a kick, like in the midst of it, right?
Well, he
When
dodges
when
it.
he pulls
He
away.
hook kicks him,
Yep.
hits him with another knee strike, and then he tries to
Yep.
go for another knee strike. Okada catches him into a tombstone pile driver,
Yep.
and then Okada tries to get him into
Picks him
another
up.
tombstone, and he's like, "Nah, I'm gonna fuck on this dude," and he lifts him up
Yep.
again and hits him with the Emerald
Emerald
Flosion,
Fusion.
Emerald Fuse
Yep.
Flosion, and
Mm-hmm.
that's when he
And
picks him
then-
up and just
Yep.
kills him with the Rainmaker. Okada wins.
Yep. When he picks him up for that final angle, you could see Marufuji like in his eyes, in
It's
his soul. It
over.
looked like he was done.
It's- It's
He was already like he was there, but no one was. He was home, but no one was cooking. Big dog.
Yeah.
His eyes looked like he was drained. You know what I mean?
he was there. Was like, okay, it's Jover. It's Jover.
Yeah, he basically was a zombie walking. So, but that Rainmaker was just to put him away, and fucking Okada wins.
Exactly.
Okada wins.
It,
Pins for the 1, 2, 3. But that was such a good match.
And I
Honestly
think
speaking.
after this match too, they kind of like teased. They have like the face off of Kenny Omega and Okada, which is like the birth of their rivalry. You know,
Yeah.
which sets
Yeah.
up. Which at some point we gotta talk about those matches. You know, and I
We
can't.
should. We definitely should watch some Kenny Omega versus Okada matches. with our favorite third co-host now. Change that way.
Exactly.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
it's gonna be good. But that was good.
That
I'm so happy I got to watch that match. That match, in my opinion, definitely a great beginner match for most people that are trying to get into New Japan and everything
it's a
like that.
perfect beginner
That
match.
yeah, basically.
So after watching this match, is this your first like
hmm
New Japan match?
This is not my first New Japan matches. I watched a few Japan matches here and there. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know I have watched a few New Japan matches here and there. What's it called? I never was that big into New Japan, but I know I had friends that were, so they would show me matches here and there. I'd be like, yeah, this is cool. I like this and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, I've been wanting to get more into watching New Japan stuff because they have some great wrestlers there, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And when I played, when I used to play like heavy on like WWE, like 2K games, I used to use their calls all the time because apparently, because their calls like people who make like New Japan wrestlers and stuff like that, they all were just great additions, you know.
Yeah, no, it was like just always so fun
hmm
to play as, you know.
Exactly.
But
That's the first time I ever heard of Kenny Omega and all in his moves and shit. Was from New Japan and stuff like that. So.
no, legit,
hmm
legit. It's no, it's always fun to play as the like New Japan and like especially during like what was it like during the 2017 to like 2019 period of like New Japan.
Yeah, yeah, there was always just
Because
it was always a good time. Every time I would do like a My Universe or something, there's always one New Japan wrestler that's holding the title for 400, 500 days when I'm like trying to sim through it. Yeah,
yeah.
it's very fun.
So
hmm
what would you rate this match on a Meltzer scale? Is Meltzer accurate about his 4 3/4 star ratings, or do you think he's full of shit and dookie and poo?
Do I think he's stinky, poo poo, dum dum?
Yes.
At least in this one I don't actually. I think four, if anything, like 4.5. I'll give it that. Is it an all timer? I don't know. I think it's one of the better matches I watched. Sorry, I fucking fucked up there for some reason.
Yeah.
But it's one of the better matches I watched, surely. And this is definitely a nice beginner match for most people to like really just get into New Japan and stuff. So I'll give it like a 4-star rating.
This is like
Maybe
one of my
because it doesn't.
go-to
I
matches
think a
to like.
5-star.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a 5-star rating would also would a lot of 5-star ratings in my eyes are usually backed by like this giant, like one of the giant blow off matches of the century after this very epic storyline that had a heart jump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what you know what I mean. But for it just being a match, right? In all honesty, 4 out of 5. You know.
Mm-hmm.
There's only a few like solo matches I can really think of off the top of my head that are like a 5 out of 5 by itself, but this is definitely up there, you know?
Yeah.
What did you do? What would you say? Is
I don't know.
Meltzer
I probably
full of fucking poopy pee pee pissy pants diaper? Or
I don't
is he
know.
right?
I praise this match like higher than how you would, because like I said, this is probably in like my top 20, top 30 favorite matches of all
That's true. But
time.
at the end of the day, this is one of those matches you've seen when you first get into New Japan too, right?
Yeah, this was like one of the first ones that like really got me into New
So
Japan.
it's that nostalgia factor too.
You know when people talk about like comfort matches?
Yes.
This is one of them. I'm gonna,
I feel it.
yeah, and it's like it's just I don't know. It's like I could watch this 1,000 times and never get bored, and like I don't feel dumb or embarrassed. That's the thing too. That's the thing. That's a factor that plays into like when I watch wrestling and stuff. Like, is this? It's like when I watch wrestling, and if I were to like show this to someone, like, is this gonna make me feel embarrassed to be a wrestling fan? You know?
Is it gonna make you bored too? That's also a huge factor, right?
Where it's like I rarely get. It's like I get that feeling all the time when I'm watching like WWE and like this like stupid fucking shit that they do and stuff like that. It's like if I were to show this to someone, are they gonna understand why I like wrestling? Is this gonna make me like feel like embarrassed? Right? But with this, I can
Yeah.
just like show anybody, and it's like okay, and they'll like okay, I can understand why you like this now.
Yeah.
Like this is this that was dope as fuck. and
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I fucking love this match so much. You know, it's very easy to like get someone interested in, and they can understand why wrestling can be just amazing. You know, and but it's not really that big of a story. I guess 4 3/4. I might go with that. Maybe I don't know something. It needed something to like push it over to the 5 star
That's what I say.
thing.
Like I said, if it had like a very big story between those two,
Hmm.
and then that's how it ended, I would definitely put it at 5, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
But
it's.
but for a match by itself, it was epic at the end of the day, you know.
I think I agree with Meltzer giving it 4 3/4.
Hmm.
Yeah, but you know, if someone wants to give it a 5, I wouldn't disagree at all. I actually
Yeah,
like for real. I'm probably gonna give this one like S tier to be honest.
S two.
Yeah, like S tier. It's awesome.
If anything, I would give it. I'd definitely give it like an A tier.
That's fair. That's fair.
Mhm.
But what? So sorry to dupe you this week. We were supposed to watch Mox and Hangman, but instead I tricked you into watching this one, and
You've been fooled, bamboozled,
um
knuckledore.
it's Hornswoggle even. But I'm glad I watched this match because this was dope as dicks. But
Indeed.
so Dodge what the fuck Fro
Wow.
yeah sorry Dodge wasn't here for this week.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, sorry Fro you weren't here this week. You were actually dead this week and stuff.
Yeah, my name is Dodge. What's it called? I get on my knees
So Dodge,
for any man.
what pussy ass match are you gonna watch this week? Next week?
We're gonna watch that epic match that Frozen, my better, had chosen this week. We're gonna watch the match he chose, which is going to be Ilya Dragunov versus Walter, or Gunther, as most people might know him now.
Is it
Gunther.
uh the NXT UK?
Not.
Yeah.
Yep. The NXT UK. It was the pay per view, right? I believe it was.
No, it was
What was it?
an
No, it was
episode.
just a regular match.
Yeah, it was just an
It was
episode
just a
of
regular.
NXT UK.
Yeah. It was just an episode of NXT UK. That's just how good it was. I thought it was like the episode of NXT UK, Walter versus Dragunov, and we're gonna watch Dragunov get fucking brutally destroyed for a good 30 minutes. It's gonna be great.
Tune in next week.
Yeah.
All right,
What's it
gamers.
called? I can't wait for Frozen to get back. I'll miss him.
Yeah, he's like,
Such a beautiful soul.
yeah, pretty stinky though.
Yeah.
Bro needs to hop in the
I get it.
shower.
But
You know.
not as stinky as me though. Dodge. You know what I'm saying? Kiki cuckoo and all that.
All right, gamers. Thank you all for watching. Tune in next week.
Yep.
Bye.
Yep. Bye bye.